Thank you all for coming here today to celebrate this special occasion. Congratulations, Ofori, and also all our other fellows advancing to the next year. We're very proud of you all. Can't explain, but I'm going to start. I'll turn this over to Dr. Anand. I'd like him to start first. Yes, of course, Dr. Anand. Please.
I just came here today to congratulate Manny. As I always say, he's the last of my fellows. Although he's Madhavi's fellow for a long time, I was the one who recruited him. And congratulations, Manny. All the best. So when we do call, answer the phone. And otherwise, the main reason I came is to see all old faces. And so you can see I missed you guys.
Yeah.
And nothing more I want to say except to wish all the new people best of luck. And I'm glad Madhavi and Denzel and you're all building this program as we did before. I see your research is fantastic. And so congratulations and thanks for inviting me.
I just wanted to wish Dr.Ofori, Emmanuel, the best of luck to him and his beautiful new bride. He's one of my last ninja chief residents. Best from the best. And I'm not saying it because of he's here, it's the truth. And I just wish him the best, and I'm going to miss you. Stay in touch, and I love you.
Fellow of the Year Recognition Award presented to Emmanuel Ofori, MD, in appreciation of your leadership, dedication, and commitment to teaching for the 2016 to 2019 academic years. Department of Medicine, Brooklyn Hospital Center. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Emma. Give me a hug.
I was telling people, both fellows and faculty, how impressed I am with the quality of the training program here, considering the vastness of the faculty. And I think that the major reason why this is such a terrific fellowship is, and this is not true for every fellowship or every training program, is that you have wonderful leadership that really cares about you and makes sure that you will succeed. And I think that's the quality of this, I think, is a testament to Dr. Reddy and her hard work. You will get a great deal of emotional return from your career, from the patients you will save. You will save their lives. You will get unbelievable satisfaction. But I want to tell everyone, you get happiness, not from your career, but from your family. I have friends that I keep in touch, I even had dinner with from Lutheran and even before. Stay in touch. They're sort of your extended family, and throughout your career, they'll give you support, etc. So I congratulate you, I wish you well, and have a wonderful career.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to see Dr. Ofori in his full form, man and wife. But I think, looking around the room, everyone here, whether it is endoscopy staff, GME, the fellows, mentors, stalwarts, all of that, we all know what we have in this GI program, the fellowship program. It's pretty special. And for the most part, I think that Ofori represents like what is best that comes from this GI fellowship. I've gotten a sense of what you can do and what comes from it after 3 years, and Ofori definitely represents the best of all of that. Just a quick little story. When I graduated, I was new attending. I still remember my first bleeder case. And it was Ofori and I in the room. And Ofori took the scope. I let Ofori try to approach it. And it was a vessel in the duodenal bulb, and he tried. And then he said, "Hey, D, take a look," And I remember taking the scope, and I remember at that point, endoscopy staff was like doing their thing and all of that, and I realized, oh wow, this is the part where I can't hand it to anybody else. But having said that, Ofori standing there, he was really into what we were doing as a team, and that really made a difference, and we saved the day that day. And fast forward to just this past week, or even last week when I'm scoping with Ofori. Ofori is the only fellow thus far, and we expect him to scope the best, obviously. He's had the most experience out of all the fellows, but he's the only one I turned my back on when he's scoping, not because of his technical expertise. Oddly enough, Ofori has the most restraint out of all the fellows in terms of what he knows his limitations are, and that is a sure sign of maturity. I'm very proud to see him graduating. It's only great things from here on out, I know. So we want to just congratulate him again.
Okay, so I've known Ofori since 2017 when I interviewed for a fellowship. Throughout the years, I've grown to know him better. He's been more like a brother, a mentor. One thing he always tells me is that don't get distracted, just keep focused on what you're doing. I know you're going to do well. I wish you all the best. Hopefully we get to do that mission trip sometime. So all the best, take care, and keep in touch.
Nice to see people from the past, from a long time ago. And wow, what can I say? 7 years later, I remember when you first came into interview. Seems just like yesterday. Anyway, I wish you all the best. Remember, we're always here. I'm always here for as long as I'll be here. And if you need me, I'm just a phone call away. Best of luck in everything you do. Congratulations on your new marriage, your beautiful wife, and all the best to you. You're welcome.
Dr. Ofori, it's been a pleasure to work alongside you. I remember back in the days when Dr. D would do ERCPs before Dr. Ofori was even a fellow. He would be there with us late night, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, just trying to get the experience, learning as much as he could, and he was always helpful. He would have on his lead gown, and he was right in front where the scope was, as if he was ready to take the scope. And it's been a pleasure. I wish you all the best, and I see a bright future for you. Just stay who you are, stay true to yourself, and I know you will do well. If you're doing a mission trip, find me. Okay.
Okay, good evening to all. 3 years ago, 2016, I noticed a smiley-looking guy coming to endo and to procedure room at times with Dr. Reddy. I have no clue who he was. Later on, I came to know that, and he introduced himself as Dr. Ofori, not mentioning that he was the chief resident at that time. Due to the fact that he's a frequent flyer to the area where I have the chance to talk to him. He seems so energetic and enthusiastic in terms of patients in endo. I've learned also he's applying to be our next fellow. So I told him, if you'll be accepted to the program, you will treat us to pizza. Okay. The moment of announcement came, he was accepted as our only GI fellow. So, of course, I was happy for him, also thinking pizza time. Okay. During his training and long hours of working, I've come to know him more. He is very hardworking, a team player, very helpful, picking up the patient from the floor if the transport was too late, and pushing stretchers as needed just to speed up the process. If there are patients getting agitated, upset, waiting for the procedure, I'll call Dr. Ofori. Dr. Ofori, there's a patient there who's complaining, let's go. And he will come, and he's kind of sort of patient reliever to the, he's kind of patient reliever, stress reliever. What I will always remember with Dr. Ofori is that, let's go Nimpa, it's getting late, and good job. Okay? I am very honored to work with you along with the rest of the staff. I will always remember our good working relationship and mutual respect with each other. Thank you for accepting my shortcomings as well. I wish you good luck for the continuation of your fellowship advanced training at University of Maryland Medical Center. But let me update you with the pizza, okay? It didn't materialize, okay? Till the day that he was to the last time of his fellowship. God bless you and your beautiful wife, Carol, okay?
When I first met him, I thought, then I said, he's not from Kenya. So I kept on thinking, I'm like, okay, this guy is not from Kenya, okay, he's from a different country. And I kept on thinking, where is he from? Then I realized he was marrying a princess. So I was like, a princess? Then it must be only one place, and that has to be Wakanda. And I realized later and later, I guess it's not the best part, this is what happens when you do impromptu. All right. I realized at that time that this guy wasn't the real Black Panther. The other guy had more hair, but I'm just joking. But then finally, I realized after spending so much time with him, there's only one guy who he truly represents. And if you haven't seen Guava Island, you have to see Donald Glover dance, because that's how this guy dances. He's beautiful. And here's the princess. Wait, you haven't gotten to the best part yet. There you go. There we go. All right. All fun aside, you know, it's always a pleasure working with Manny. You know, even though if I get upset or something, Manny's over there. He's like, "Nah, you're there. We can take care of this." He never gets upset. He's like, "All right." Even if I'm debating, should I do the sphincterotomy? He's like, "Just do it, man." Like exactly like what Denzel was saying, that he's always there, and he's there even when I'm having my thought process going on. He's like, "Look, just do it, take care of it," the moral support and everything. So it was an honor working with you. It was a pleasure having the experience to be your mentor in some way or another. And I still think about all the great features of Manny, and one thing that I remember more than anything was when he said, Brooklyn Hospital gave us so much. He told us in front of all of us, he said his first paycheck, he was going to donate for the Brooklyn Hospital. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, that's why I said it. That's why I said it. But that's the kind of magnanimous guy he is. In everything that he does, exactly. So it's an honor, man, working with you. And there's one very important thing I like to tell you. Just because you got an advanced fellowship doesn't mean you can slack. It means you have to work at it. Who said that? This is what he tells everybody when he goes in for an interview. Just because you got a GI fellowship, it doesn't mean you got to slack. No, he always says that. So same way here. I think you'll do excellent. You'll be a great attending, and if you go into teaching, you'll be a great teacher as well. You got that patience, you got that the drive to do better, and I think that's most important. And you got a wonderful wife here who will support you. So I think it's very important. Absolutely right. But happy wife, happy life. I didn't think I made my wife as happy, but but that's the most important thing. All right. But he does dance that way.
I actually met him a year and a half, on an interview at Stony. I interviewed him. I was chill, but I openly said that, oh my God, you're loved by everybody, dude. You even have reps coming in for you. I remember just interviewing, sitting down with him and talking with him, and it was a very easy conversation, and to be really honest, it's kind of what you need to be sort of where you're going into, which is the fourth year. You're going to hang out with a lot of people for a lot of time. And most importantly, to deal with the stresses of being an attending. You think, or working on your own, you think you are being troubled and bothered by what we say, yell, or do in fellowship. That's molasses. The real word is a little different. And I always thought you were ready even when I sat with you, interviewing you for a fourth year. So I don't know. And now working with you, it's kind of confirmed. You are really well-rounded, man. Really well-rounded in everything, socially, professionally. Exactly what both of them said. Like, you work, and I think you're a little bit ahead of your curve because of the maturity you develop. That maturity, I developed it probably at the beginning of fourth year, to be really honest, or in third year. The second I met you, it was very easy to talk with you, and eventually to work with you. So it was cool to meet you then. Even better, more to work with you now. So just keep grinding, man. All right. It's gonna get tough, but you'll be okay, and you seem like you're well supported here, so you're fine. Our women are our strongest pillar, to be really honest. So exactly too what he said too. Your family, super important. Don't work for your life. It's dedicate your life to you and your family. Otherwise, good luck, man. And I'm happy to be here too.
Hi everyone. Speaking of Ofori, it's been a great senior. I can never forget the months we did Barnabas together. It was like a great, ride together. A lot of teaching how to handle people. Great advice. I'll never forget, those days. And I'm really happy today seeing you graduate. All the best, and you too, Carol. Wish you all the best, and I'm sure you'll do well. Good luck.
Hey man, congratulations. I'm very nervous today now. Everybody's saying, I have to fill a huge shoe. Hopefully I can, fulfill your expectations. But we'll see. But good luck. Thank you so much.
Hi, everybody. I remember when I started my fellowship and I was in endoscopy suite. So there's always this fine balance that attendings have to keep, efficiency, and then also teaching the fellows. So it will be like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. I'm doing my endoscopy, taking half an hour, and attending will be Ofori. Ofori, that means take the scope now. But Ofori will be, you're doing good, you're doing good. Big, I will never forget. Big wheel up, big wheel down. I wish you best of luck. I'm sure you will pave the way for us in Maryland. Thank you.
Thank you for everything, for your advices, the tips to make to survive actually the first year. You have been a great chief. I'm sure that you're gonna sign at your new program at Maryland. Good luck with everything. We'll be in touch, of course. And when you come to New York, back to New York to visit, please call us and have drinks. Okay? Thank you.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Ofori for your leadership and your teaching. Been always support for us. And I wish you good luck in your life. And I want to also congratulate you for your wedding with your bride. And good luck. Thank you so much for your help.
Oh, this is a bittersweet day. It definitely is. I'm not kidding. It's crazy how fast time goes. And the first rotation we were together on, it was my first month in GI fellowship, was at St. Barnabas Hospital. One of the best hospitals I've ever been to. And I was shocked how many different personalities you really have to deal with when you're doing GI fellowship. And I think that's the hardest part of any fellowship and in life in general, is really dealing with all the different people you meet and see every day. And especially at Barnabas, there's a lot of characters, a lot of different personalities you need to deal with and need to realize how to speak to them so you don't get yelled at and Dr. Reddy doesn't get a phone call and you don't have a bad day. And the one thing I remember was, thank God I started with you, because you knew how to deal with everyone. You're a handler. You just know how people need to be handled, and you gave me every single tip, which was great. And you just told me how to kind of handle yourself, and I never saw you get, too flustered, and you always had a calm, cool head, which was an attribute I think is hopefully I'll achieve one day, but you already have it, and it's a gift you have, and keep it. You'll never lose it. But it's something that I'm going to strive to be. I know you're going to be excellent. You're going to be amazing one day. You're already amazing. Yeah, one day, not today, but maybe. Thanks for pointing that out, Ian. Thanks, but yeah. No, it's and you left a big shoes to fill coming in as chief fellow. Yeah, a size 8. They're not that big then. I got it. We're good. But no, you're really going to be missed. You made a footprint at Brooklyn Hospital for sure. Everyone, you're a legend to begin with, and you're leaving as a legend. And we're always going to remember you. And the best thing about GI is that it's such a small world, and I didn't think you would, but when you come into GI, especially with the certain fellows you come in with, you create a family and a brotherhood. And I feel like anyone who calls me anytime, especially the fellows, anyone in this room, I'm there to help. And I know it's going to be the same whenever I call you guys. And I love you all. Ofori, I love you. You're going to be great. You're going to do great things. Good luck with everything, and good luck in the marriage. You guys are an amazing couple. But thank you. Thanks.
So anyway, Ofori, you've been an outstanding fellow, also excellent chief fellow. You have proved this at every stage of your academic career. I still remember Dr. Vasudevan. I was just asking, and then he would always stop and say, "You're so lucky you have Dr. Ofori. He was one of our best chief residents." And every time we have a chief resident, we'll sing, "I hope he's like Ofori." And I think you're like, they quoted me and saying he's a role chief, he's a model chief resident. And that's what Dr. Vasudevan and also your APDs always tell me. And I still remember Ofori, and there was an event, and then somebody announced Ofori has a chairman's award. And I was so excited because Dr. Anand had already picked him as a GI fellow. And I'm like, oh my God, he's going to be our fellow. And I was so proud. I was looking for you. And you know where Ofori was in Haiti on a mission. I think it was at that time that you were in Haiti. And I can't thank Dr. Anand enough. for picking Ofori as the only spot chief fellow. I still remember arguing with you and Sushil saying, no, Ofori needs to be picked with the 4 because he was like, he had everything, but they said, no, Madhavi, you don't understand. We need a strong candidate for that one position, so he needs to stay on for that one position. And thank you, and he has proved it. And also, you have excellent work ethics, and you work hard, you work tirelessly despite being the only fellow, and continued your commitment to research. I don't know if all of you know, but Ofori has had 26 publications, Dr. Anand, and 48 abstracts. And also he won the, for the presentation also for the abstract, the ACG Presidential Poster Award as well. So, and I'm sure Dr. Anand will be happy to hear that. I was at my son's middle school graduation last Friday, middle school, and in his graduation speech, he stated the following quote by Colin Powell. He said, "A dream does not become a reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work." So when my son said this at his graduation speech, I immediately thought of Ofori on this, because I think he has been determined, worked hard at every stage of his academic career to achieve his goals. His hard work finally paid off, and he matched an advanced endoscopy fellowship of his first choice. University of Maryland was his first choice for advanced fellowship, and I think every fellowship wanted him. And I think, it's all because of your hard work, your determination to get to where you want to be. I know that Carmine, our next chief fellow, congratulations, and Javeri, welcome on board. Have big shoes to fill, but I have complete faith that both of you will do excellent to fill in the shoes. We are very proud of you, of your accomplishments, and thankful for all your contributions during your 7 years at TBHC. We wish you and Carol, beautiful Carol, all the best and success in your future endeavors. And also, I'd like to thank all of you for coming here today to celebrate Ofori's success. We will miss you very much. Congratulations again, Ofori and Carol. Thank you all for coming today.
Thank you, everyone. This day has been long in coming. I was telling Gregory that it seemed that only yesterday that we were here celebrating Dr. Mel Ona's graduation. Yeah, exactly. And just like Javeri is here today, I came to help celebrate. And Mel's shoes were big to fill, and I don't think I did it justice, but I hope I came close. I hope I came close.
I don't know Mel, but I know you. Mel's an amazing.
I want to start this day by saying that I'm very appreciative for the experience. I want to start by thanking God for the opportunity. Coming to New York to train has had its challenges, but it's been a very rewarding experience. Starting from my student days in 2010 to all the way to now, Brooklyn Hospital has given me everything I am right now in terms of training and the man that I am. I want to start also by thanking my parents who are not here today. I'm a first generation immigrant. For those of you who don't know, I'm forever an immigrant. I tell Dr. Etienne and everybody. My parents have sacrificed a lot for me. They've done menial jobs to keep me in school, to really get me to where I am. And so there's not a day that goes by that I'm not very appreciative for them. Yes. I also want to thank my family. I'm the last of 5 siblings. So my sisters, it's been a very family communal effort to get me to where I am. Whenever I need something, all 4 siblings somehow manage to hear about it and come to my aid. So for that, I'm also very grateful. To my wife, Carol, here, she's been with me over the last 3 years, specifically through fellowship. During the challenging times of first-year fellowship, she's been there urging me on, encouraging me on. When my pager would go off to go 2 a.m. to attend to bleeders and all that, she'd wake up with me and also all that. So thank you so much for sticking by me there. And the next on my list is my teachers and my mentors, starting from Dr. Anand. Dr. Nunn from the very beginning told me, Manny, this is going to change your life. I didn't quite appreciate it then, but today it finally came full circle. The trajectory of my life would have been a lot different without this GI fellowship. And for that, I'm very appreciative for the opportunity. The faith that Dr. Nunn and my attendants saw in me, and the potential that, and then consistently requiring that I keep it up. And basically, it's helped me to try to live up to, I hope I've been able to live up to your expectations and the faith that you entrusted in me by choosing me to come to the fellowship. Thanks, Dr. Nunn. Today, I got a phone call from Dr. Krishnaya as well. Dr. Krishnaya was very generous with his words. He congratulated me, and I was able to also thank him for the training that he gave me. All of my attendants, I've learned one thing or the other from them, from the art of medicine to endoscopy to decision making and all that. I was very, very thankful to hear from Dr. Krishnaya. I gave a call to Dr. Dudumpudi. He was busy, but I left him a very sweet voicemail, basically saying I'm very appreciative for the teachings and all that. And you realize in fellowship, you really get to bond really well with your attendants. 2 a.m., you're in the hospital with them 2 a.m. in the morning, responding to a bleeder. And it's as awkward as that is, those are the times where the bonds be strengthened. So I remember vividly being in either TBH, Lutheran, or Barnabas, responding to an emergency with all of my attendants. So Dr. Reddy is like my work mom. She's been there, always urging me on, always encouraging me. She's my biggest support. I'm very grateful for your support, Dr. Reddy. You've literally been my mom away from home, so thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. To my mentors back there, from Dr. Etienne, Dr. Quintero, Dr. Gurung, Dr. Escaros, and Dr. Martin, you guys have really pushed me along the way to really step up my game and really know my medicine. I'm only able to impact my knowledge to my juniors because of what you guys have taught me. You guys have required me to be at my very best, either technically with endoscopy or medical knowledge-wise. So I'm very appreciative for your teachings over the years. Dr. Moshinyak is also another great individual that has really taught. Dr. Moshinyak, I remember a story as a first-year fellow responding to a bleeder in Lutheran, and the anesthesiologist, my very first call, the anesthesiologist like, have you done this before? Dr. Moshinyak is like, yeah, he's done it so many times. I was like, and Dr. Moshinyak would not take the scope from me. She's like, Manny, you're doing great. You're doing great. I was like, and I did the whole case. So it was very nice this past week or so to do an ERCP with him where he, again, allowed me to do the whole case. So I'm very appreciative for Dr. Moshinyak as well. To the endoscopy staff, you guys have been my greatest support. You guys have been there. You guys have taught me everything there is to know about the scope. From setting up this cart to basically troubleshooting the scope, troubleshooting the screens, everything there is to know about the process of doing endoscopy. You guys have been there. To nursing, you guys have impacted on me your years of knowledge, your tremendous years of knowledge. You guys have been there with us at each step of the way. So for that, I really appreciate that. You guys are the unsung heroes to our training, and I really want to say that I'm appreciative of your effort. I really do. I really do. I really do. To Julie, Dolores, you guys have kept me in line over the years. There's not a single moment where I'll text Dolores at 9 p.m. and she'll respond. You need this, you need that. To the very last minute where I needed BLS, ACLS, and Dolores hooked me up to get my certification. So thank you so much for over the years. You guys have been there for me. Yes. To my co-fellows, you guys, we've been buddies through this process. We've kept each other honest with our learning. There are times that I've looked up to each one of you, and you guys have also, I've learned a lot from you. So thank you for allowing me to be a brother in this process and also enjoying the journey with you guys. I know you guys will do good. I know you guys are very well capable. So, and I think our program is in a way where we are making strides with advanced fellowship. Dr. Melona went to Cedars. Harris Pavrakis went to MD Anderson. So we're making strides, and I think it's a testament to the caliber of our training. So by no means should you set your sights low. Wherever your seniors have gone, you could go higher than that. So keep up the good work, and don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. You have my phone numbers. I would be excited to see any of you guys at conferences and to catch up. To Gregory, thanks for doing this. I was just reminiscing with you that it was 3 years ago you shot the video for Mel. So thank you for coming year after year and also helping us out. Thank you so much.